Hello everybody, welcome to GTRT Nations Cup Round 2. Here at the Nurburgring, the M3 GTs for this week. I'm starting last, so I won round 1. I didn't record it though, so sorry about that. There we are then, on the grid. No quality, it's reverse grid, obviously, like I just said. Here we go then. All get away nicely. I stay back here, let everybody else just do their thing. Coming into turn 1, I just ease on the brakes. No need to rush in there. Got a long way to go, so it's all pretty tidy. Nobody spins, nobody crashes. All nice. Riley goes a bit wide here, so I go down the inside into turn 3. Roger, what happened to him? He sort of a little bump break, and yeah. SGW here gets a bit wide. Oh, he's lost it. I go down a lot. He gets whacked by Jamie. I try to avoid. I have to go on the grass to avoid any collision. No damage from either. I think SGW and Jamie can get some damage. I luckily did not. So up behind Roger, I'm going to steam down the inside here into the hairpin. Did not want to stay behind him any longer. Up into 9th now. Riley again just ahead. Get a very good line for a chicane here. Gives me a good run on Riley here in the next corner. Down the inside again, late on the brakes. I'm on the mediums. I think most people here around me are on the hards. Riley did a 1 stop, I believe. So he's got a fuel save as well. Jungle Juice here in front. In a slipstream. No need to fuel save for me because I'm on a 2 stop. So down the inside I go here into the chicane. Few cars off the road here. There was Jugador and Vantage collided, so around the final turn now, at the end of the first lap. I'm in 5th from 12th, not too bad start for me. Got Dan just ahead, Rob, Rick, and Ryan in the lead at the moment. Down the inside goes Dan on Rob, good move there. Rob tried to attack him, no he does not. Ooh. Wasn't expecting them to go on the brakes that early. Yeah. No collisions, they're all good. Down to turn 5 now. Nothing much happened. Oh, Rob down the inside. Oh, he hits Dan. Gives me a little space. I squeeze around the outside here in turn 6. Just about. Looking on the radar. He's still there. He's still there. Now I go over to the right. I was going to try and dive down the inside of Dan, but he got me covered here. Rick goes a bit wide. Me and Dan up the inside. I go on the inside of Dan. He's going to close the door on me here, so I switch back to the other side. Not much I can do here, so I back out of that. Again, I get another run, good run here. Little tap. Try down the inside. He's got me again. He goes a bit wide. Gives me a run. Around the right-hander. I give him space. He taps me again. He squeezes me off the road. And I hit Rob and get front aero and front right. Maximum damage. So, Riley just coming up behind me here. Now at this point I was debating if I should pit. But I decided not. I went through that chicane and actually handled pretty well, so I decided to close my door. Decided to plough on here. Riley didn't make a move on me, which I'm kind of glad about. So on to lap 3 here, into turn 1. Jungle Juice down the inside of Rick. Rick gives him the room, or plenty of room. Now it's my turn. Rick's on a very tight line, I'm on a less tighter line. I get the inside on the cutback into turn 3. Covered him off nicely there. Now again behind Jungle Juicy. Gets a slow exit. Knock it down the inside. Come out to turn 5. He's covered, so looking ahead here. We've got Dan and Rob. Both got little penalties here. I don't know how they got those or where. I think Dan actually got his from bumping me off the track. Of course he didn't mean to. I'm fully aware of that. It's just a bit of racing. To come up to the chicane here, I'm on a purple lap here with damage. I was absolutely flying. Dan pulls to the right here to get rid of his penalty, and I think to let me go for the accident. Which is fair enough. Rob here in second, just ahead. Going nice and steady. Same with Ryan in the lead. I believe Ryan got some damage around this early stage as well, the same as mine, but front left. He was struggling a lot. I just wouldn't. So British Kane. Nice and easy. No need to get on the power too early. You don't want to spin out of there. Now at the end of lap 3, we're right at the back of Rob here. Down the main straight. I go fastest with 158.9 damage. Quite surprised myself there. Have a little look on Rob, nothing really going, he brakes very late. Maybe opens it on the inside for me, no, he cuts over across me. That was so nearly a wipeout. So down the inside of turn 2, got him covered, and I think if you look at the radar, he goes very late and off the track. I think he wasn't expecting, or he just forgot to brake or something. Right there, going a bit wide, turn 4. Down to turn 5. Nothing much I can really do from here, just gotta follow him. Again, he goes a bit wide, probably a result of that damage he's got carrying. Coming down towards the hairpin now. Stay still outright, I go to the left, brake a bit later. Can I get around the outside? No. Covers me off. I'll do the cutback on the outside to the fast left right. He's still there. I have to let him go. Dan's 2.5 seconds behind us at this point. I do the dummy, go to the left, go to the right, brake a bit later again, but no, not enough. Both missed the apex on that corner, wasn't a good one. Now I come down the back straight, in the slipstream. He pulls to the left, I go to the right. Who brakes latest? He does. It's very close. Oh, I gave him a little tap. I thought he had a bit of a spin off, so I thought I'll wait, but he was okay. So anyway, I let him go back in front. So, on to lap 5 now. Down the main straight once again. Building the pressure on this guy. Brakes, I brake. He let go of the brakes a bit too early there, and he goes very wide. Gives me a chance. Into turn 2. Do I do the cutback like I did on Rob? Not so quite. Not quite. Into turn 3 now. Very slow corner this is. Got to keep it tight to open up turn 4. Turn 4 you can go off the track like he does there. I mean that's a bit too much. You don't want to go off that much, but you can go off quite a bit. And down the outside he brakes very early. Conceives first to me. Now once again you just want to focus on opening that gap. So gonna come to the hairpin here. 1 second ahead already. Still carrying that damage, mind you. So skipped it to the end of lap 7 here. So it's time for my pit stop now. I was on a stint of 7 and then 14 on mediums the whole way. So close to the pits here. Got a 7-second lead over Dan, who's now also taken Ryan. There we go. Out come the pit crew. Gonna see a speediest pit stop you've ever seen in your life here. Look at these boys go. They are not messing around. Great stuff. So filling up to the laps for 7 laps. We're getting the damage repaired. Now I come. In 5th, here comes Vantage. He's already pitted once, obviously, because his shenanigans on the end of lap 1. Just vitally come out in front of him. So I'm gonna go to warp speed here. Just trying to close the gap on Jungle Juice. And next lap is an absolute shambles disaster. So there we are, I've caught up with him now. I don't think he's pitted yet at this point. I think he's on a one-stop strat as well. So he's very slow here. I've got fresh rubber. I want to get past the guy obviously as quick as possible. Can have turn 4. Get a solid decent. So I go to the left here. He goes to the left, but it brakes so early. And I just plowed to the back of him. I don't know what he was doing, why he was defending. But he chose to. So let's look out again. We're going slow motion here. So under the bridge, I go to the left. Just there. And then he comes to the left, and then he brakes just before the tarmac on the right. I brake. It's too late. My reaction was not quick enough. Oh, I just lost words, honestly. At this point in the race, I'm pretty pissed. Because I wasn't expecting him to brake before. On that right-hand side, as you come into that corner, there's a little slip road. Where it's for a short circuit. And I brake at the end of it, but he broke at the start of it, and I was not expecting that. So I'm going to wind this lap forward. I got engine damage. I got a bit pissed and wrote, "Thank you." That was like a sarcastic thing, but it's alright. It's only a game. I'm not too like salty about it now. We had a good laugh in chats right in here. Look, I got a fuel save now. I pitted. I've put it straight to lap power set 5. Because now from here to the end, 11 laps I got to do on the medium. No, I've gone to hards even. Sorry. Can't do 11 laps on medium, but I'm thinking. So yeah, onto the hards now. I'm going to try and get it here to the end. 11 laps. Fuel setting right back. I've got to use roughly 9% of fuel per lap to get it to work. So this lap, show you whereabouts I was fuel saving. I wasn't in mode 1 much, I was only in mode 1 like down the long straight, and that was pretty much it. Look on the leaderboard there, we've got Riley and Rog in the pits. They've done the halfway mark, so they're easily going to do a one-stop by the looks of it. Rob takes the lead. Power setter mode, just 2 here, just to get me up the hill a bit. Into the left and right corners here. Kick it back to 3. And onto the straight. You're going to kick it into 1. Need the water power down here. Don't want to lose time on straight. So, SGW is 9 picks. Can I jump him maybe? We'll see. Rouge Kane, power 3. Staying in power 3 up towards the last corner. Fuel is on 91. It's 9% used. I am using too much then. That lap. It goes to 90 just so past the line here. There you go. So SGW ahead, you can just see him going into turn 1. Excuse me. So yeah, that's a 4-second gap there. I assume he was on the one stop. I didn't really know at this point. Because for the next few laps, the gap just stays around 3 seconds. There wasn't much I could really do. So I had to fuel save. Let's get into sector 1 here. I'm going to skip it to the end of the lap now. Gap 3.3. Dan in the pits. Comes out at 9 seconds behind, I believe. 3 seconds again to SGW at the end of lap 12. SGW even. Dan's 9 seconds down. He's gaining. Just ahead then, we have Rick in 7th. He's doing a solid job there. SGW, I'm hoping, can hold up a bit here. So, fuel back to 4. Trying to save some. SGW is stuck behind Rick through the slow section here. Rick here gets a penalty. I don't really know what he did wrong. I didn't really see anything. I didn't see any corner cuts or anything, so 5-second penalty is very harsh. I mean, what did he do to deserve that? Anyway, around the corner here, he's a bit slow on the exit. I go to the inside, power map to 1. He backs out very respectfully. So power mode back to 3. Need to save fuel. Need to save fuel. That's what I'm thinking. Just save fuel as much as I can. 11 laps on this fuel setting, or this like fuel wear, is not easy. So Rick there goes in the pits at the end of lap 13. Gonna warp speed into lap 14 here now. Gap dash GW staying around 1.5. Dan's now 5 seconds. He is gaining. Rob into the pits. So if you look ahead there. You got Troubadour. He gets reset there. Not sure what happened. He might have gone a bit too wide on worn tyres because he comes into the pits here. This one went a bit too wide. Can't call it too much. Game was like, nah fam, you're not doing that. So, reset him. Now on the back of SGW, he lost more time there, so it's now under a second. Turn 1, lap 15. Nice and tidy. Gonna warp it, speed it again here. Very close, but I thought it'd be better to stick in his slipstream and fuel save. Advantage in the pits. For the second time, I believe. So lap 16 here. Nothing much really happening. GW goes wide, very wide in fact, from the pressure for me. It's very tight on the entry, blocks the apex, very fair play to him there, it's good smart driving. Turn 3, goes very tight into it again, gets it back into the, and back to the right. Dan is catching, it's 2 seconds behind. Skip into the end of lap 16 here. I get through the chicane so much faster than this guy. He's got no response to that. But nothing I can do, I can't get past him, I need to fuel save. I need to get full laps of fuel from this point. I'm only on just over 3 laps, so I still need to save an extra lap in 4 laps. Easy. Oh, he goes very tight into turn 1, very wide. I get underneath him again. Can I make the move work this time? Around the outside. Yes. Job done. To turn 3 to make sure he doesn't dive bomb me. Just a little quick look behind. No. Turn 4. See how much wide here you can go. You can go very wide. Game doesn't mind. Alright. So, into 4th now. Just trying to full fuel save again. Just gotta minimise that fuel usage. GW is keeping a close eye on me at the moment here. Into the hairpin. On the way out here, I look behind, and he's in the grass. There he goes. No idea what happened to him there. But that's him out of this battle. So Dan, just under 4 seconds behind still. He's not really gaining. I think his tyres started to struggle. But the real person I want to be watching now is Vantage. In that last lap he gained probably about 4 seconds on me. Overtook Dan. Now he's right on me here, lap 19. I thought, he's not my fight. No point battling with him to lose time to Dan. So I put my right indicator on to let him know, go on through. There he goes. There's no point wasting time. If I start battling with him, slow us both down. Dan will then probably catch up. And I might be under threat from Dan. I don't want that. I don't want to lose him 2 positions. I'd rather lose 1. I'll just let Vantage go. Fuel situation looking a lot better now. Coming up to the end of lap 19 now for the last lap. I have 12%, so or just 11 now. So I've got just enough fuel to last the 11 laps. Front tyres looking very worn there. Dan's now going up to 5 seconds behind. He's cooked his tyres. Vantage only 2 seconds ahead of me there. But I can't catch him, he's on way fresher rubber than I am. Riley's 24 seconds ahead of me here. I think Rob's about 15 ahead of me at this point, and Roger's about 5 seconds behind Riley. It was quite close up front, but yeah. Solid recovery, I think, from my end to get the 5th. After that disaster on lap 8? No, 9. Not 9, that's it. Just taking it easy around this last lap, don't want to make any mistakes. Keep it nice and tidy. Fuel situation is looking good, should be able to make it. Is opening that gap now, up to 4 seconds nearly. He is flying at this rate. Dan also managed to get the fastest lap at some point for 1:57.9, so he's going to get an extra point for that. We are coming up to chicane. Riley wins. Roger in 2nd and Rob across the line 3rd. Vantage going around last corner, as am I now. He does a little flick of the wheel at the end and goes into the wall. Rush line in 5th. The results: Riley, Rod, Rob, Vantage, myself, Dan, Ryan, Duke of SGW, Wrecking 10th, Jungle Juice 11th, and Jamie 12th. I just wonder where I would have been if that crash didn't happen, you know. But here's the leaderboard. Riley 1st, me 2nd. It's pretty close. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this review of my race in round 2. We'll be back next week with round 3. Goodbye.